if you're a student or you're new, let's say under 26 on the accounting career, and you're a little bit frustrated, or you think you're a student and maybe you think that it's not worth pursuing this because there's going to be lesser jobs because of outsourcing, because everybody's outsourcing to India. Let me tell you something that you don't understand. As somebody who is 30 years old, I'm in Mexico and I work with a lot of people from the US. Look, you don't have to worry about outsourcing because one or two in every 50 companies is doing it. And the ones doing it, they're not, I don't know, they're not your typical business. It is mostly for certain type of industries that they're going to be outsourcing. It's not for everyone. Like, I cannot picture, let's say, a construction company or somebody who really needs their books on a project basis. And when you're a small, medium-sized company, you're very disorganized. You don't have systems and procedures in place. So that type of company is not going to be outsourcing to India. Now, another very important thing that you have to understand is that companies that are doing outsourcing, they're not outsourcing to India. Like, it's very little. I would say it's mostly the big four and maybe some tech companies that kind of trust India to do that. But for the most part, I have had clients that have come to me because they worked with an Indian company to outsource their books, and it was a mess. They hated it because there's a difference in time zone that is incredibly important. There's a difference in language because of accent, and because some of them their first language might be Hindi, or I don't know what the proper name of that or pronunciation it is. Who cares? Um, Also, they have a different definition of quality. You know, every country does. So most of the companies that are actually outsourcing is going to be to Mexico or to Latin America. Why? Because it's still cheaper, and we tend to have, with all due respect, a bigger, better work ethic than Americans do, or most Americans, especially for the young people. So that's what's going on. But you don't have to worry about it because here's the thing. As I said, most of the companies are not doing it, especially the small and local businesses or your CPA firms, your local CPA firms. They're not outsourcing. It's a thing of bigger companies that want to start saving costs and that kind of stuff. But for the most part, you can expect it from the big four. You can expect it maybe from the top 10 accounting firms like Baker Tilly, BDO, and that kind of stuff. But for the most part, most companies are very hesitant because you have to understand, behind companies there's people, and people do business with people they like. If you are your typical accountant that is very quiet, introvert, semi-autistic, doesn't like socializing, doesn't have very good communication skills, listening skills, you can't sell yourself, or you couldn't sell anything in the world, any product in the world. You're not very persuasive, you're not very energized, you're not very direct, you don't have good communications with your bosses, then you're pretty much a commodity that is very easy to replace or to outsource. Then yes. But if you work on your social skills, if you work on your sales skills, if you work on your ability to connect with people from the get-go, from the very first time, if you work on being different, maybe, I guess I'm trying to say that you're gonna have to do a little bit more than just being an accountant or a good accountant, and stop being so entitled that, oh, I have an accounting degree, I should be able to get a job, and outsourcing is bad because I'm not getting a job. That's not the mindset to have. I'm not saying that it's wrong the way you're thinking or anything like that, but you have to understand it is what it is. The work works the way it works. But still, the cost savings and all of the headaches to outsourcing to India or to Mexico is not that easy. And at the end of the day, you have to people are going to do business with people they like, and there's a huge opportunity for you because most people don't have the social skills. They don't know how to network. They don't know how to make connections with people. So if you can work on that and creating value for people from the get-go, you're never going to struggle to make a to land a job. And I'm not saying you got to have Gary Vee level of charisma or his talking skills. I'm just saying you have to be able to be interesting and to make a connection with people that, I don't know, if you're young, you maybe haven't realized, but most businesses, the middle and upper management, they're not there for being the smartest ones. They're not there for being the hardest workers. They're not there for being loyal. They are there because they are good salespeople. They are good at networking, and they are good at connecting with other people. It is what it is. You have to play the game. So if you're young and you are studying accounting, but you are second guessing that, and you're posting on Reddit because you don't know if it's worth studying accounting because you fear that outsourcing is taking all of the jobs, you're very wrong. Very, very, very wrong. You can always do it. You can always do it. And it's not even hard. As I said, it's like two, three companies in every 50 companies. It's not big numbers. The numbers might be different depending on where you live. Like if you live in a big city, New York City, San Francisco, Los Angeles, well, yeah, because of the cost of real estate and living in those areas, yeah, they're gonna be more prone to outsourcing. But if you live in medium-sized cities, small cities, it's going to be way easier to land a job and to get experience and to be able to grow in your career and eventually make a living, landing in a good position. Like it shouldn't be that hard. You just have to have good communication skills. So I hope that helps. Keep doing it. You don't have to switch from accounting. You don't have to just look for another job. That basically happening in absolutely every other career. Like you gotta understand, it's been like 40 years of the mindset that you gotta go to college. You gotta go to college. So the rate of people graduating from school looking for jobs and the rate of people creating jobs, they're not the same. So it's going to happen at absolutely every career. Same is for software engineers, same is for civil engineers, same is for architects, same is for nurses, doctors. They all think they're going to be replaced by outsourcing, by immigrants, or by AI. And the truth is, it's going to be so far away from the truth. But anyways, if you like this video, check out my channel because I have more videos about accounting, learn your accounting career. And if you are curious if you should be worried about AI replacing your career, you gotta watch my next video. All right.